Welcome back. Today, trade of the day video, right? Today is Monday, 19th of August 2019, and I've been looking through the stocks today, and it took me some time today to actually go through most of these valid trade setups, right? So let's look at the market today first before we jump into the stock itself. Right, so this is the S&P 500 on your screen now. As you can see, in the last 2 days, we witnessed a bounce, right? A bounce on the 200-day moving average, and the previous day actually it opens higher and closed a lot higher. So that is a clear indication of a strong bounce. So for today, I am looking to trade long, right? I want to go long, right? Given that there's strong bullish momentum over here, I want to ride the trend upwards. Right. On that day itself, on the bounce day itself, right, I actually put in an investment order to buy the S&P 500 ETF to ride the trend upwards. I didn't include that particular trade itself in this channel because that is more like an investing move, not really a swing trading move. Right, so that is something that I've been taking to the previous day. So today, let's look for long trades. And because the market actually have a very strong bounce and a very strong bullish close the previous day, there's a lot of valid trade setup that appears in my trading system, right? So there's a lot of trade that I have to screen for, right? For every trade setup that appears on my list, I have to think about, what are the reasons that I should not be taking, right? Is it on the resistance level? Is there a very close resistance level? Is there a strong support? Right? Is there other kind of things? Is it in the trend line within a resistance trend line, right? Things like that. I have to consider many different considerations before I consider that as a trade. But of all, I've scanned through 30, 40 trade setups, there's only one that turns out to be more appealing, right? So that is the one that I'm going to take tonight, and that's the one I'm going to show it to you. So let's look at the chart itself now. So the trade itself is called HASI. And as you can see, the last two candles, it has a strong bounce on the 100-day moving average. So as you know, moving averages act as very strong support and resistance. So for this case, there's strong support in the 100-day moving average, right? Given it bounces actually twice, right? A few days ago, there's also a strong bounce on the 100-day moving average. And coincidentally, right, what I can see is that it actually forms a horizontal support level over here. So there's strong support, or rather intermediate kind of support over here that 100-day moving averages, and the particular level is at $26.70 seems to be a very strong support. And so which is why I feel that this is more compelling by comparing to the other kind of value trade setups. So what I'm going to do tonight is that I'm going to key in my order to enter the stock somewhere around here, right? Somewhere around here at a slightly higher than the previous high of the previous candle, right? And then I also put the stop loss right below that previous candle. So somewhere around here, lower a bit. So this is my risk, right? And I will probably get out somewhere around here. Right? So this is the distance, and this is twice the distance, right? So this is my reward. So as you can see, my risk to reward ratio is very positive, right? I only risk $1 to make $2. So that's how I structure my trade, and that's how I'm going to do it tonight. But for some of you who are more conservative, who are more risk averse, you might want to put your stop loss slightly below the bounce candle, right? So I'll put it somewhere over here if I am very conservative, right? Slightly below over here. And if I do that, right, the risk to reward ratio is not as favorable anymore. I may need to shift my stop loss upwards, right? But for this case, I'm not very into shifting that stop loss upward because at $26.66, it seems to be seems to have some kind of resistance over there. As you can see, it hits the high over here. It's a high over here, right? It didn't actually break through that level. So which is why I don't want to I want to have a smaller risk by shifting my stop loss closer to the previous candle so that I can actually exit before the resistance level. Right, so that is my strategy to uh, trade fast. Get in fast, ride the trend, and get out fast before he hits the resistance level and before the stock actually reverses down. Right, there's a chance that the stock will reverse down, but there's also a chance that you will break through and go higher. Right, so each trading strategy, each approach, right, each entry approach has its pros and cons, right? So you just have to make sure that it's something that you're comfortable doing it, right? If it's a loss, right, if there's a risk you're going to take, so you're going to accept it, right? So this is how I'm going to trade tonight, right? So this is a trade that I'm going to key in. So right now I'm going to share with you, this is the trade 19th of August, HASI. I'm going long. I will be entering at around $27.36, right? I will limit my order at $27.41. So meaning that if the stock price opens at $28, I will not buy, right? Because the risk to reward ratio is no longer favorable. Right? And my stop loss will be $26.75, slightly below the previous candle, the low of the previous candle. Right? Target profit very high, 2 times the distance from my stop order to my stop loss order, right? So this is how I use $1 to make $2, and it's slightly below the resistance level of the particular stock chart at around $26.60. So I will get out before it reach that particular level. So that is my strategy for tonight, right? So once today's market open, if this trade trigger, I will be going long. I will be riding the trend up. So no one can predict the future. We do not know whether the market is going up tonight or going down tonight. This is the trade I'm going to take, and it has a slightly higher probability going in my direction. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because every trading day I will put up trade of the day videos for you. Right? But in the case that there's no trade of the day, there are days that we don't trade. Those are the days we're going to show you other kinds of videos like wealth management, how to trade, how to use indicators, anything related to trading. So all this video will be there for you to watch, and you can learn from there. So until next time, click on the subscribe button below, follow me, and I will see you soon in my next video.